What's up, everybody out there in YouTube land? I just got done watching a video about how they might be doing a reboot of Ghost Rider for the Disney Plus streaming service. So I figured I would make a video on some ideas that I have for doing a reboot of Ghost Rider. Now, as you can see here, I got my 4 favorite Ghost Riders in front of me. They did not make a separate comic book for Vengeance yet, so I do not have him up here. And you will not see Cosmic Ghost Rider because I just thought that entire storyline was complete garbage and stupid and no, yeah. But anyway, jumping into this video, where I would do a reboot is I would go all the way back to the very beginning and start back with Johnny Blaze. And I'd do one movie about Johnny Blaze. I'd have the before credits with his origin and how he became Ghost Rider and everything. And then I would jump to issue 75 to 81, which is the battle, which is the last battle that he had as the Ghost Rider in Zarthos and how he got rid of Zarthos. Now, I do not have issues 75 through 80, but I do have the very last issue, issue 81. And that would be the whole first movie with Johnny Blaze. And then I would jump to Danny Ketch. I'd do his origin and how he became Ghost Rider. And that would be, again, the before credit scene and everything. And it'd pretty much be, that first movie would be a couple of the first issues of Danny Ketch's storyline. Now, the problem with Danny Ketch's storyline is it's actually really screwed up because the Marvel executives had their fingers in it, throwing in ideas and stuff that they wanted to see. There was like 4 or 5 different writers that were trying to do their own thing, and the 3 to 4 writers that came after the first one who started the series, they tried tying everything into it, but it didn't quite work out all that well, especially with the executives throwing their ideas and things that they wanted to see into the pot, and it got really screwed up. So I do the first few issues with how Danny Ketch became the Ghost Rider and everything, and then because there would have to be a couple movies for Danny Ketch. And then the sequel to it, I would jump into Johnny Blaze and Johnny Blaze trying to kill him. Now, unfortunately, I do not have all of those comics. There's a big gap in my collection with the Danny Ketch series. And that would be the sequel to this one. And then I'd jump into The Road to Vengeance, the Missing Link series, where they introduce Vengeance and all of that and do that whole story arc with Zarthos returning. And then when that movie was done and all of the Missing Link Road to Vengeance comics were done, in that one, I jump into the Siege of Darkness series with the Midnight Suns. I'd have the Midnight Suns pop up with the Night Stalkers, which is Blade and his group, which was what he was part of with this point in time. The Darkhold Reminders, I'd have them do their own movie. We already got Doctor Strange. They're already coming out with a Morbius movie. I'd incorporate him into them if it was at all possible. I understand that Sony still owns the rights to him and that Marvel Studios doesn't, so I get that. And then I do an entire movie. I do their own separate movies, tie them into the Siege of Darkness. Then I'd have an entire Siege of Darkness movie where everything ends and they kill Zarthos and all that stuff. I do believe that Danny Ketch dies in this saga. And then after that was done, I'd jump back to Johnny Blaze and how he became the Ghost Rider again. And then I'd do the entire War for Heaven and Hell's on Fire story arc where Danny Ketch comes back to life and all of that and everything. And then I would jump over to Alejandra Jones. I'd give her her own movie. Then I'd do Robbie Reyes, give him his own movie, and keep his origins true to the actual comic book, because out of all the Ghost Riders, he's the only one that's not actually a spirit of vengeance. And in between them, Johnny Blaze becomes the Ghost Rider again and all that. I'd throw that in the middle. But that would actually be part of a Spirits of Vengeance show that would be on Disney Plus streaming service. And that would show how Johnny Blaze got the Ghost Rider back after Alejandra Jones and everything, how she's still the Ghost Rider and all that. And it would just be a montage type show where each episode, different episodes would be different storylines with each of the Ghost Riders, and there'd be crossover storylines here and there and everything. And I would also go as far as doing a Midnight Suns series on the Disney Plus with all the different Midnight Suns, with Blaze, the Darkhold Reminders, Doctor Strange, Morbus, and all them. And all that would be crossover stories, arcs, and stuff like that. And tie-ins. And that's pretty much how I would reboot the entire Ghost Rider storyline. Now, this would take several years. I'd probably be long dead by the time we ever even got to the Robbie Reyes one, but those are my ideas. Because me being a comic book fan, it just pisses me off how with the Ghost Rider movies, they didn't keep true to the source material. The director just threw the source material out the window and did his own thing and royally screwed both movies up, and it pisses me off. So as a fan of the comic books, I just would like to see them do a complete reboot and keep true to the source material. It's all I want in a Marvel Cinematic Universe Ghost Rider, is that they keep true to the source material. And that's pretty much all I've got. Let me know in the comments what you think, please. I mean, nobody comments on any of my videos. And if they do, it's maybe one or two. But please let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. If you like this video, please hit a like button. If you want to see some more of these comic book related videos with Ghost Rider, leave that in the comment section and hit the subscribe button and that bell notification icon, so this way you can be notified for when new episodes come out. And that's pretty much all I've got. So until next time, I'm Bones, you are whoever you are, and I am out of here.